The Houston Center for Contemporary Craft opened its summer season with a treasured tradition.
In Residence is Houston Center for Contemporary Craft's annual exhibition of works by our artists in residence. This exhibition celebrates our residency program, which is over 16 years old now, and it's a really essential part of our institution's identity. We have artists that are local from across the nation and from around the world who come here to Houston, and they open their studios up to the general public. And we get to learn about their process, the conceptual foundations of their work, and they get time and space to experiment, work on new bodies of work, and really get to explore Houston and what Houston has to offer for their own practice. So this exhibition has the work of 10 artists in it, all different media: ceramic, fiber, wood, metalsmithing. It's a really interesting and diverse show.
In Residence runs through July 14th. This year's residents will be working in their studios throughout the summer, and visitors are always welcome. The front and main galleries are hosting a celebration of an art form that may seem quite familiar at first glance.
This exhibition is looking at the history of American basketry, starting with the Industrial Revolution, and it traces native populations' basketry, such as a variety of Native American baskets, as well as immigrant populations from the low country of South Carolina to the shaker baskets and the willow baskets of the Northeast and Central United States. And then we move into what happened in the 1960s and 70s with new basketry and the dawn of the American contemporary basketry movement. And we trace from the 1970s up until today, exploring how various artists have used baskets as an art form, working with traditional vessels that reminisce the functional baskets that we know from history. Although they're aestheticizing these vessels, they're no longer functional, they're very sculptural. To artists that are using techniques and materials that are reminiscent of basketry but are truly sculptural forms. I think it gives you a sense of place, a sense of identity. It tells you what is going on in a particular historical moment, whether that's in the late 19th century post-industrial world or whether that's today in a very high-paced, politically and socially charged world.
Basket weaving is sometimes used as an expression for something easy, but is it really?
It is definitely not easy in the sense that it's a very time-consuming process. We have many artists in this exhibition who actually process all of their own materials. So they're going out into the natural environment and gathering and preparing those materials to actually utilize in the forms that they are creating. We have other artists who are what we call urban foragers, where they are gathering those materials from their urban environments and upcycling materials that may have had other uses at one point in time. And any time that you think about an artistic process, in addition to the labor that it takes to make these objects, there's time in learning the craft of it. There's time in considering and contemplating the ideas and the best way to articulate those ideas. So even though we might see these as very simplified forms, they're actually very complex when you consider all of the steps that they take. And we actually do have some baskets in this show that will take months to create. I think it's an art form that most people don't realize the impact that it's had on the contemporary world of art. And we wanted to share that and take it around this country and try to help people understand how wonderful it is.
Rooted, Revived, Reinvented, Basketry in America runs through September 2nd. For more information, visit www.crafthouston.org. For the Summer Magazine, I'm Stacee Hawkins.